David Shin, he's the former US Deputy Chief of Mission in Khartoum and knows the country well. David, it's good to have you with us on the programme. There's no embargo, no arms embargo, and there are reports that the United Arab Emirates are supplying arms to the RSF. Surely a start would be to call for a full embargo at the Security Council and enforce it.
Well, yes, sir, you're quite right. An arms embargo would be very useful at this point. Different countries have arms embargoes on Sudan. For example, the United States does. On the other hand, the United Arab Emirates has been supplying arms to the Rapid Support Forces for some time and presumably is continuing to do that. It's possible that Egypt may be supplying a much smaller quantity of arms to the Sudan Armed Forces.
Is there any way to hold these two warring parties to account? There's obviously a lot of focus on General Dagalo and what his forces are committing. Is anyone investigating, and could there be anyone that could sort of inform him what he would be facing unless he reins them in?
Well, certainly there needs to be an effort by the international community more generally to try to convince parties like the United Arab Emirates to stop providing the delivery of arms to the Rapid Support Forces. I'm sure that effort has been made, but it obviously has not resulted in any success so far, or at least as far as we know, it has not had any success. You would think it would even be in the interests of the UAE to scale down the fighting, and one way to do that is to reduce the quantity of arms going in.
Do you think the warring parties, David, are taking advantage of the wider scene, the war in the Middle East and the war in Ukraine?
Well, that's hard to judge. They've obviously been supplying these arms for a long period of time. This is nothing new, and there's no indication that it's a larger quantity than in the past. In fact, it's conceivable that it's even a smaller amount, but there are now so many arms floating around this part of Sudan that it doesn't really make that much difference what the quantity is. I don't see that they're necessarily trying to take advantage of the situation in Gaza. These countries have to ask themselves, what are they gaining out of this? By destroying Sudan, which is exactly what's happening, how do they gain from this?
Adele, let me just